We've spoken with Facebook and Mark and leadership team for over 2 years. We're simply asking them to ensure that people are safe and our democracy is protected. White supremacist groups, racial hatred groups should not be able to utilize the platform to meet up, recruit, and execute harmful activities on the American public, nor should the platform be used by domestic or foreign interests to subvert our democracy.
So you've said you've met with Zuckerberg before and have had engagement with Facebook over the last few months and years demanding this kind of action. What generally happens? Do they make the action that you request and that you fight for, and now that so many advertisers are actually pulling money for?
No, we have not seen the outcome. We get great conversations, big words, very little promises, and no outcomes. We just seen a racial hate group operating under the brand Boogaloo. Zuckerberg and Facebook knew of the threat. They carried out the murder of a federal official. We all know what happened in 2016 on the platform, and nothing has been done to ensure the integrity of our democracy is put in place. So it's great to have meetings. The real issue for us now is what are the outcomes? What are the things that we know Facebook can do today to ensure our society is safe and our democracy is intact?
So would you like to see more companies boycott and stop spending on Facebook in the meantime until the ultimate objectives are achieved?
We appreciate the partnership with many in the corporate sector who understand the importance of a safe society. No community, no group should be under any levels be under threat because this platform refused to address what's happening on their platform. Our society, it's good business to have a democracy that's operated with integrity. This is a platform that has refused to put in the guardrails. We need to move forward together as a society to ensure a safe community, the safe communities we live in, but a democracy that we all can appreciate. It is good business to know that the continuity of our society, the protection of our democracy is intact. That make for a good business environment.
Derek, you mentioned when it came to your conversations with Facebook, you had good conversations, but perhaps not seen enough action. If we snapshot the response by the corporate sector, not just to Facebook, but broadly over the last couple of months to the latest racial inequality uprisings, would you say you're encouraged by the corporate response, or is it a case, again, like you mentioned with Facebook, of a lot of talk and not enough action?
Well, there's a lot to be encouraged about. Corporate America has not only made clear statements, they are stepping up. They've stepped up in this campaign. We hope they will continue to stand with us. This is about the value proposition this nation holds. We will be a nation that's united and we respect the uniqueness that we all bring to the table, or are we going to continue to allow a platform to divide us and demagogues to continue to use words of division? For the NAACP, we fought for this for 111 years old. Here's an opportunity that the corporate community, greater society, and all those peaceful protesters across the country who look like America, we're all saying, let's have a society free of racial hatred. And the star now is on this mega company we call Facebook and the platform that they allow so many people to use. Put the guardrails in place.
You know, what we typically hear from Mark Zuckerberg is that they are a big proponent of free speech and free expression. And that is partially why, he founded Facebook, in order for people to voice their opinion and to post what they want to post. How do you deal with that? It's obviously tricky for them to then go in and censor information without overstepping and actually making judgment calls and editorial decisions while at the same time allowing freedom of speech.
Well, first year law school constitutional class, you learn about First Amendment right, freedom of speech. And there is a limitation. You cannot scream fire in a theater because you can cause harm to others. We're saying that racial hate groups on the platform recruiting individuals and carrying out plans to cause harm is equivalent to screaming fire in a theater. In NAACP, we believe in freedom of expression. We believe in freedom of speech, but we also understand the need for the guardrails. Do we want a society that allow a platform to open up the spigot and cause harm? Do we want a society under this illusion of freedom of expression to allow a foreign nation to interfere with our democracy? I think not. It is the limitation of the First Amendment right, and any first-year law student knows of those limitations.
I wonder just how optimistic you are, given the fact that, analysts on Wall Street who cover this stock say most of Facebook's business is small and medium-sized business. This is only a one-month pause. It's not going to affect the advertising juggernaut that is Facebook, where these advertisers are not going to get the same engagement that they get and the same number of eyeballs on Facebook. And so they're just going to come back. And what we might see is, Facebook, as you've seen in the past, paying lip service to the issue, but not actually forcing change. What do you say to that?
And to those analysts, and to corporate America, and to all the viewers, the question is that the type of society we want to have, where a company can thumb its nose at us? This channel cannot allow the level of racial hatred to exist on this channel. Communication companies across the country have guardrails. Why should Facebook have it be the exception? It is a platform. It is a useful tool to target ads. It should not be a useful tool to recruit individuals to participate in white supremacy and use racial hate speech, gender hate speech, anti-Semitic speech, and other harmful speech that target individuals and could cause harm. This should not be acceptable. It destabilizes markets. It will not unify the market.